Yes, my people. I'm tired, but let's get things cracking. So again, if we go to our 1 hour chart, price is bullish. If we go to a 5 minute chart, price is bearish. Yep, basis SMA. 1 minute chart, price is bullish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see what my 5 minute time frame is doing, and we can actually see how price has failed to close below these lows here. We wicked that low, and obviously we've ended up taking out our previous protected high. Right now, that's the MSP. So price is technically bullish based off structure. However, if you're looking at it from SMA point of view, which is the green light, price is still below. So is either wait for price to take out this high, or I could just potentially still wait for price just to respect that SMA, and then hopefully price shoots up. But again, these are things that I can't control, so I'm only gonna trade what's in front of me. And if I let price play out very quickly, price eventually, I mean, it does a little bit of nothing. I mean, if I do go to my 1 minute chart, there was sales that you could have taken based off internal structure. So for instance, you can see price took out this low, then took out this high here, and then within that, you basically have SPS where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can clearly see how price respects the SMAs, and obviously we ended up making a higher high, and you can see for yourself how we made another one where that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see how price pushes up higher, and again it's the same thing. So we've come from this area there, then we came from that area, then we came from this area here. Again, what happened? We pulled back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ended up tapping this area here, and then what's happened again? We've taken out this high, and that's when price starts to reverse. But there are one, two, 3 attempts taking an internal structure based on the 1 minute time frame. But then again, if you are just using a 1 minute time frame, then this is completely fine. If you go to a 5 minute, you can see our price hasn't really been doing much. So you would have your preference would have been for price to take out this high, if anything, so you don't get caught up in the lower time frame in the internal mess. So that would have been the safest option. But of course, we are past our trading time, so let's just see what happens anyways. Yeah, so you can see how our price eventually takes out our previous higher high. So if you wanted to draw a zone based on that, then yeah, completely valid. But again, I've gone way past my trading time, so let's just see what happens within Friday. Just give me a minute. Okay, so we're now at 3 o'clock, and it's the same thing really. 5 minute chart, price is bullish. So remember how we took out our previous higher high? So we are trading from this low, but then I just realized it's not a validated swing low because of this wick here. So that's a bit of an interesting one, but let's just say we'll move it to this one, and let's just say that this is the protected low, this is the weak high. Everything inside of just internal structure. So again, price is bearish, and then what happens? I mean, you could also say that's let me just, price is bullish. What happened? We pulled back, tapped this area here, my last downward movement, aka I'm mitigating move origin, and we can see how price ends up taking out a previous higher high, and Yeah, so price ends up taking a previous high. So you can see how, if I'm looking for longs based off this, it makes sense because now I have context behind this trade where I could say that's the 1, that's the 2, that's the 3, that's the 4, that's the 5. That's the context potential behind my trade. Then I could narrow it down and I'll say SBS combo. Right now I'm looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then now you can see how within that SPS combo there was a lovely trade that you could have taken, which would have helped you push on higher. So all of these things are here. It's just about knowing when to use these things and when to kind of just sit back. And I haven't even gone to the 1 minute chart. If I go into 1 minute chart, you can see how much more clearer these areas are. But there's not much for me to say based on gold. Let me just double check. Yeah, based on gold. So as I always say, victory belongs to the most tenacious. Wherever you guys are in the world, I wish you guys a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. And I'll see you lots tomorrow. Peace.